everybody hold on to your hats, because coming into the Airshow box right now is Melissa Burns in the incredible Zipco Edge 540. Looking at the bottom side of the airplane right now, she slides across the sky and then reverses the direction of the aircraft, turning the airplane into a helicopter. This is called the torque roll, slipping right back through her own smoke as gravity takes over. Melissa Burns flying the Edge 540, now rolling the airplane as she comes closer and closer to terra firma, lining up with the show line, rolling hard on the stick. Plus 60 as that climbs through the sky, snap rolling the airplane as she goes. Flipping it over the top in a maneuver we call the spiraling tower. Melissa Burns, a professional aerobatic pilot and a space skydiver, as well as a base jumper. In 2006, at 22 years old, as a female member of the United States Unlimited Aerobatic team in history. She placed third overall in the 2015 World Aerobatic Championships after 10 years of competing at the unlimited world level. Melissa was named the fastest woman in the world as the world champion in the base jumping race in Norway in 2015 and has participated in numerous skydiving world records. And if that isn't enough, she was also named as an inductee to the Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Chancellor's Hall of Fame in 2015 in Prescott, Arizona. Snap rolling the Edge 540 on that down line. She's going to bring the Edge 540 nice and close to the ground as she levels up before she runs out of altitude. This airplane. It can roll as fast as 420 degrees per second. How they keep up and down is beyond me as they roll around so quickly. Getting it over in the beautiful Hammerhead. She loves to snap roll that airplane as she heads back down towards the ground. All sorts of energy. What aerobatic pilots like to call smash. They need all that energy so that they can keep performing these incredible maneuvers, arching up and over the top, rolling that airplane on that 45-degree down line, lining up again with the show line, a 4-point hesitation roll before she runs out of altitude. Rolling the airplane as she goes. In just a few moments, we're going to go live to the cockpit and talk to Melissa Burns in that Edge 540. This airplane powered by a 6-cylinder, 310 horsepower engine. Propels that aircraft through the sky at an speed of over 230 knots. That works out to about 430 kilometers an hour. And now we're going to go live to the cockpit and talk to Melissa. Melissa, you're having using this great big wind cover to bring the airplane back around and into the show box. Gonna get real close to the ground again. And right there at show center. Right there at show center on the ground, we see some very brave souls. These are our pole holders. And in just a few moments, you're going to see them stand up two very tall poles. And in between those poles will be suspended a series of ribbons. And what Melissa Burns is going to try to do is cut all those ribbons with propeller of the Edge 540. This airplane, of course, built for one thing and one thing only. You're seeing it right now, unlimited aerobatics. It is stressed up to positive and negative 12 Gs, well beyond the capabilities of many, many aerobatic pilots. Not Melissa, of course, because she trains really hard to stay in shape to withstand those kinds of G-forces during a display like this one. All right, Melissa coming in from the left. She's got the aircraft slowed down just a little bit. She's gonna take another little look at our pole holders to see how they're doing in getting those poles up. The smoke system comes on. I think she's just gonna side slip into the wind there a little bit to get her the best view as she goes by. As she comes in from the left. Once again, side slipping into the wind just a little bit there to bleed off some altitude as well as keep the airspeed nice and low. As she comes by, says hello again to our pole holders. Helping Melissa out there with the poles and the ribbons is Colonel Justin Astro Elliott. He is the Chief of Current Operations for NORAD based in Colorado. IPAS executive is out there, as well as Greg Bader, a volunteer with Patron Safety. Okay, we got the poles up. We've got Melissa looking through and past the ribbons. Nice and low to the ground. The tires are almost kissing the taxiway as she flies underneath and snaps that bottom ribbon. What do you think of that, folks? There's still one more ribbon up there. And Melissa is going to attempt to snap that ribbon as well as she comes around this time from our right. Lining up with the ribbons. She's got the smoke system on. She's going to tap dance on the rudder pedals and do some back and forth here, demonstrating the incredible power of the Edge 540 remaining stable even as she tap dances on the rudder pedals like that. And this airplane, of course, highly maneuverable even at slow speeds. Melissa has to take into account the winds. And of course she's doing this into the sunshine. So she's got to pick her line very, very carefully here. Again, getting lower and lower. She's slowing the airplane down. She's lining up with the ribbons. Can she do it? Nice and low. Oh, I forgot to mention she's going to do this upside down. And she did it. Snapping that ribbon in the inverted position. Let's give it up for Melissa Burns in the Edge 540. We also have to give a huge round of applause for our very, very brave pole holders out there. Colonel Justin Astro, Elliott Warren Pollard, Adam Kowalski, and Greg Bader doing a great job out there here for us today. I think this next pass is just going to be a little bit of a salute to our pole holders, courtesy of Melissa Burns. Once again, looking at the top side of the airplane as she goes right in between the poles. Bet you anything, those pole holders are going to be coming back into the crowd area with huge smiles on their faces. Probably the best view in the house. I gotta tell you, your knees kind of shake a little bit. They knock together when you're doing that. I had the privilege of holding poles for Rodney Tucker, who performed at this air show for many, many years. It's quite a fascinating experience watching as the airplane tumbles and performs aerobatics above you. And then when they approach the poles, it looks like they're off in the distance, off in the distance, off in the distance, and then circling about it. All right, pulling back on the stick. Here's the wing waggle. This is Melissa Burns saying thank you so much for being such an outstanding audience here at day number 2 of the Aviation International Air Show.
Let's come tomorrow.
Yeah.